In today's video, I will show you how to add animations to your Next.js application without any external libraries like frame motion or shots. And we will be using the new ViewTransition API to add animation when we navigate between pages and also triggering animations based on components state. Currently, this feature is experimental and it is subject to change. So it's not recommended to use it in production, but we can try it out already in our application by adding this experimental ViewTransition flag to true. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So on the left-hand side, I have my VS Code open and I already did this kind of demo application without the animations. So what this application looks like right now is that we have this pricing section component, and whenever we click the learn more, it will open up the page for the plan. And the code for this page is over here. So we have one section for each plan, and there is the plan information. And whenever we are clicking the learn more link, we are navigated to this plan page, which looks like this. So over here, we're just getting the slug and then putting it into the heading and showing some lorem ipsum text. So pretty basic example, but I wanted to keep it as basic as possible so we can focus on the animation side. So let's see how to add some animation to our components. So what we want to do is animate this heading in the plan whenever we are clicking the learn more. We want it to be animated up top over here. So as you can see, the plan name is always in the heading in the plan page. So let's see how to animate that. So the first thing we need to do is, as we saw, add this experimental flag to our next config. So I'm gonna grab it from the documentation and then open up my config file over here and then just paste it in like this. Save it and then close this out. And let's see our server. I'm gonna just reboot the server so everything is working correctly. Great. So now we can concentrate on the code. So first thing to do is import the ViewTransition component. So let's do that like this. So we are importing the unstable ViewTransition because it's still in experimental mode and we are just naming it as ViewTransition so it's easier to use. And then whatever we want to animate, we want to wrap inside of this ViewTransition. So in this case, we wanted to animate the plan name. So let's see, we have the first plan here. So here is the basic plan. So if we want to animate the H3 over here, all we have to do is wrap the H3 inside of the ViewTransition like this. And then next thing we need to do is actually wrap the other heading inside of this ViewTransition also. So what I want to do is open up the plan page. So it's over here for me. And over here is the H1 that we want to match. So it's this one over here. So we want to animate this too. So we are doing the same thing, import the ViewTransition and wrap the H1 inside of it like this. So now we have wrapped in two places where we want the animation to happen. So it's the plan page, the H1, and then on the pricing page, so over here, the heading also. So let's actually try and see if anything happens yet. So I'm going to click over here to learn more. And we can see nothing happens yet. And the reason why nothing is happening is because we have not defined name for these ViewTransitions. So the way to tie these together, so Next.js and React knows what part to animate to what part is by a name property. So I'm going to provide a name for this ViewTransition on our pricing page. And I'm going to call this the pricing plan basic and save it. And then I'm going to switch to the plan page. And over here, I'm going to name this ViewTransition also pricing plan basic. So now they are tied together. So React knows that these two elements should be animated together. Let's save it and let's see if it works. So I'm on the pricing page now. And now if I click learn more, you can see there is animation happening. And if I go back, it goes like that. So you can see the animation is working. That's great. So let's try with standard plan. you can see it's not quite what we want. It's animating it to the basic plan. And the reason for this is that we named the transition as pricing plan basic in the plan page. So over here. So this is a dynamic page. So as you can see, we are passing in the plan name in the URL. So what we want to do actually is dynamically name this transition, and we can do it as follows, like this. So we can get the slug from the URL and then put it in the name of the view transition. So now when we save this, and now if we try it with the standard plan, for example, looks like nothing is happening. It's still working with the basic plan though. And the reason for this actually is that we haven't added the transition to the other plans. So I'm just going to copy this, and I'm on this pricing page now. So if we scroll down a little bit, we have the standard plan here. So we hadn't wrapped the other headings, the standard and premium plan, inside of this view transition on our pricing page. So I'm just going to do that right now. So add it over there and change the name for the transition also to standard. And then the last one, plan 3, the premium plan. Let's add it, change the name like this. So now we have a view transition wrapping inside of the header for all of the plans. So let's save it, and now let's try it out. So if we click the learn more for basic plan, it animates it from the basic. Then with the standard plan, looks like now it's working. So it's animating it to the correct place. And then with the premium plan also. So all of the plans are now working. And as you can see, this is a super easy way to add animations between pages and page navigation, because as you can see, the button we are clicking is a Next.js link, and it's taking the browser to another page over here. So this is page navigation that's happening, and we're adding animation to it just by adding a few elements inside of the view transition. So that's how you add animation when navigating between pages. But what about if you want to add animation to a component when the component's state is changing? So let's take a look on example of that. So I'm going to close these, and I have this image example here. So I'm going to open it up, and I'll actually open up the page also like this. So again, super simple example, but I wanted to keep it that way so we can focus on the animation stuff. So over here, I have an image and a button, and when the button is clicked, the image is jumping from left to right and right to left, like this. So let's see how to add animation for this, so it is not just disappearing here and appearing here, but it will slide to the left and right whenever we click the button. So again, let's start by importing the view transition like this. And what we want to animate in this page is the image, so over here. So that is what we want to wrap inside of the view transition. So let's do that like this. And now, since we are not navigating between pages and we don't want to animate this image to another element, we don't need to provide the name for it. So now if we try it, nothing is happening yet. So it is still not yet animating the image. So the one thing we need to do if we want to animate this image based on the state is to use the start transition from React. So I'm going to import that also like this. And now, since the thing we want to animate is the image from going left to right, right to left, and that is controlled by this handle position function, and inside of it changing the value of the position. And what we want to do is wrap this set position function inside of this start transition function, because this set position is basically the thing that triggers the image to go from one side to the other side. So let's do that right now, like this. So now the set position is inside of the start transition, and now let's save it and see if it's animated. So we have the image on the left, and let's click the button. And what do you know? It is nicely animated from one position to the other, like this. So that's how you can add the animation also based on the component's state. If you like this video and want to see more of this kind of videos, let me know down in the comments, and also hit the subscribe button and check out my newsletter, which is linked in the description.